Hello and welcome to MFAT Coaching. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you for stopping by. And for those of you who are returning, I'm so thankful you're here. Today I'm going to do my Erin Condren vertical spread with stickers that I have found either at Walmart actually or at the Dollar Tree. So if you're interested to see how this shapes up, stick around. All right, welcome back, friends. So today I'm going to use these stickers to create a spread with these beautiful poppies. I'm so excited. Love these kind of three-dimensional flowers. I just think they are gorgeous and so much fun. So I'm just going to start to lay them down on these two pages. All right, well, I promised you all one of my key tips for life. And this tip actually comes from the book I was talking about before, The 5 Choices. And in the very beginning of the 5 Choices, it talks about how to make decisions. And one of the things it suggests is a 3-step process. When you have to make a decision, if you are trying to decide what to do next, 3 steps are to pause, clarify, and then decide. So a lot of times when decisions need to be made, it really seems like we just rush into a decision. Either that's because we just feel like we already know the right answer, or whether that is because everything just feels so urgent and we just need to be able to get everything done and off the to-do list so quickly. And so when that feeling arises, what we do is we just, whatever is the first answer that comes to mind, we choose that one, that's the urgent answer, and we go with it. And what happens is we end up just reacting to everything instead of actually taking the time to figure out what is the best thing for us to do. And because we don't take that time, then the urgent decision usually ends up with us making some mistakes, and then we have to repeat ourselves, and the urgency just ends up compounding the problem, because now instead of having that decision made and that decision be the right decision and then we can move on, we find out the decisions we made weren't the best decisions, and now we have the first decision that we have to make, and then we're complicated by the bad decisions we made, and everything just gets harder. And so the best decision I can suggest for anybody is to be sure to, anytime you're having to make a decision, to pause, take a break, and then clarify what is the situation, what is needed, what's going on, and then after that, make your decision. And for me, the clarify, you might need to ask a lot of questions. You might need to really figure out, you may need some question time to figure out what is really needed. Because what we think is needed and what ends up really being needed are not always the same. And so that clarify piece can sometimes be the most important. Now, there's lots of theories, or there's lots of people out there who do not like answering questions. It makes them uncomfortable. It makes them feel like questions roll into questioning my authority, or questioning my decisions. And if you are someone who finds yourself struggling with that, you struggle with people asking questions and with answering questions, I encourage you to pause, clarify, why is that? Ask yourself, why is it that you have that you are so anxious maybe by questions? Questions are certainly not inherently bad. Questions are just a form of clarification. So if you are someone who finds yourself frustrated by people's questions, I do encourage you to take some time to try and figure out what it is about questions that seems to make you so uncomfortable. Pause, clarify, ask yourself some questions, and then decide if you're comfortable, if you're okay with the fact that you're bothered by that, then go with it. Like, that's okay. But if you are hoping to make some changes, then I encourage you to do so. And then obviously you decide. The last step is to make that decision and to live into the decision that you make. And so that is, if you can do that, anytime you have a big decision, even some small decisions, if you can pause, clarify what's important, why is it important, and then make your decision based on that clarification, your life is going to be so much easier. You're going to find that creating a to-do list is easier. You're going to find that following through on what you need to do is easier. And if it's not, then you can go back to that clarifying stage and find out what it is that's holding you back. And so that's my key suggestion for you this week. As you're trying to make decisions, as you're planning, take the time to pause, clarify, and then decide. So these little stickers that I'm playing with right now say goals, dreams, and thoughts. I think I will add some goals this week. These are little number stickers, so I'll be able to number my goals. I feel like I will need to use one more of those so my dreams can go on here also. I think I'll put the dreams here, and then I'm gonna try and add another box. Maybe I can get this one. I can put my dreams in these two boxes here. There we go. So that advice really does seem deceptively simple, and I fully appreciate that. But if you can start to incorporate it in your life, you are going to find yourself so happy. You'll find, I think that's part of the reason why people who do as much planning as those who I assume are watching my channel do. When you plan this way, you are pausing and you are clarifying what is the important thing for this week. What is it that you want to work on? What is it that you don't want to forget? And by being able to just pause and then make those clarifications, then you can really decide what to do and what is going to be the best use of your time and how you are going to be happiest, or just simply what has to be done in order for you to make time to then be happy in other ways. And the nice thing, when you learn to pause, you also learn to give other people the space that they might need to make their decisions, because you're no longer used to the first decision necessarily being the best, or to a speedy or hasty decision for yourself. So you learn to give others space to make their decisions. And you learn to give others time. And so when people may take a minute to make a decision, you don't get as frustrated or as flustered with waiting, because you've gotten somewhat used to giving people that space and that time. And so pausing helps not only you, but it helps you communicate better with others. Same thing with clarification. By asking those questions of yourself and of others, you open up that space for greater communication, for greater understanding. And I do always encourage you to ask the question, how? How am I going to do this? How did decisions get made? So that if you were working with other people and they provide you, like if you have coworkers who provided you with a product, ask them, how did you come to this decision? How did you get to this product right here? And let them walk you through their how, because they may bring you along. You may find that you may be looking at this right now and be hating it. But then when I explain, like, I'm going to have my 3 goals up here for the week, and then I have space on each day for things to do. And yeah, I've still decorated it so there is a cohesive theme with the blues, the purples in the background, but then the peaches on top. And by explaining that to you, you may find that you love it all the more. Or even if you don't love it, you may find that you understand and you have greater explanation, and then you can say, okay, well, I really like what you did, except I'm wondering if we could have done this differently, or maybe this sticker needs to move, and you can suggest moving some stickers around. Now, obviously, like when you're working with your coworkers, it may not be the best thing to suggest moving some different stickers around, but you can see what I mean. Like you can, once you understand how the decision got made, then you can start to ask those questions about making slightly different decisions. Oh, this one is now officially stuck on the page. This may be where it goes, purely out of my not being able to move it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That was kind of funny. Okay, but I think I want it down over here. I'm enjoying the symmetry that now provides. And this provides some additional space here. I'm just trying to decide if there's any other space that is needed to be filled, as I've got these stickers that coordinate. Or like it's time to shine. Well, this is the only gold. Well, there's gold here. There's some gold in here. Okay, that's not bad actually. I'm gonna go ahead, put this here at the top. It's just a reminder to myself next week that it is time to shine. The last thing I want to say about pause, clarifying, and deciding is that when you've gone through that process, your confidence in your decision will be higher. It will be greater. It'll soar in ways that may surprise you and may shock you a little. And I hope it does. I hope that, particularly if you do struggle with making decisions or with confidence, allowing yourself to, like, reminding yourself that pause is mature. It's the mature thing to do. That those clarifying questions, that's not you being dumb. That is you wanting to make sure that you understand everything and that you are making the best decision. And then when you make that decision, it will be the best decision based on all of the information that is available to you. And then as you get more information, obviously you can make additional decisions. You can pause and see how that additional information applies or doesn't apply, and it will really help you in that way also. And then again, you'll just be making decisions and feeling confidence in those decisions. All right, well, that's all I wanted to bring with you today. I know this was quick and easy with just stickers, but they were coordinated stickers. I love the 3D definition of them. Just really had some fun with this. So if you like this spread, if you like this video, please give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.